Good afternoon, selohtine. Ladot. Man. Facebook basud dili. Dene a Facebook errant liste. Ladot. Hello, Dunias Jige. Yay, hey. Kabia New Year's Eve on tala. And doon zinake. I wasn't gonna go live, but said yeah, go live, any. I'm gonna watch you. So, Sezibadeno Nilade, si Willis Janvier Hushe, Ninte Las Tours in Lalange, Saskatchewan, Clearwater River Dene Nation band member, Eslion Treaty 8 territory, yes, so Teneno, it's asked in it's in say to you, and Dunzinege Treaty 4 territory, as you know, Aluntati Dana Dlinaja. Masicho. Hello to Nita, Aaron Keith, Bonnie, hello. Hello from Patch. Aaron Keith, Dlanente, what's up? Say hi. Brittany from Fond du Lac, Saskatchewan, the bottom of the lake, Tenenetiquen by Bezilauli. Ene Nudering Aussie. All night the other day, Ishti Kudre Boo Boo Turner Lazen Atli. Sanfunas Idodi. Glolje Alan Adam Alan Mercredi maybe. Could TikTok a bingo and a lie. I don't know why Beneath. Yeah, just why am I watching bingo? Oliver Vale from Winnipeg. So, good afternoon. Welcome. Masi Tyson Jalaba. Doing Zineke, I got a guest tonight, so I wasn't gonna go live at Duna Are Jim Lemeg Bahalias Tiela. Jim Lemeg. So join me live once again tonight, 7 o'clock only. I said see time set us igole di banas nilanat ESG unidas ultseason. Oh salotine. And I'm sure I'll get it, but it'll be live and Jim, then I see then do a mental health base every day, every kind of morning this week, hopefully into next week again, and as much as I can. I'm not gonna, set the bar too high. But Jim, Bahalias Tiadu, council the game Dao, Ima Gana the Rail Zao, Ima Gana Leo Chief. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But do Saskatchewan by election had the Rail Zoundi. I can't really, I won't be talking about that, but I want to know, don't I, they're not seeing Leo and Torink, Tubach Ala Nibet or Ayu and, all that type of stuff, eh? Jim di Denedita Ondela. So, good morning. Have a wonderful day, Uncle Ace. Good day from Winnipeg. Happy holidays. Yeah. Nin Joundy der base choneno di. Las Vegas and Zachary. So join us to get to tonight. Nah, just gonna double check again to make sure. Torinka, you know what? You got to manage about 3 different social media accounts. Yes, 7 p.m. And then next weekday, it's Linda St. Pierre Juliet, Blackbro Shelzy. Kantas, it's a message ain't Lana. Hey, Bahalia Tioli Gula Helia and you and Linda, if you've seen it, it's got a lot of shares at Denetla. 56 times and actor, film and television. I knew. I'm pretty sure age and delimits, because Instagram, there's kind of putting them together, doing motivational speaking and other. Dene Yati. And then, the guy, Jay and Silent Bob, she got the scholarship. Bono Nindi. That's why she's in Vancouver doing. Vancouver's another doing for acting, I believe. Vancouver Film School. So, Dennis Utlina actor, join me next week, the 5th, 2022. I poster, I messed it up. I didn't put. We all get like that. A new year, no need the we still think it's 2021 or 2020, So someone commented Zineke. But yeah, I look for it. Bahaliastia and her journey. I've had Andrew, Andrew is thin. I know it's at and it's tough on people. Nah, he then like she not de. They don't mind it. You're not de. And nine do ile the club about son and but some people you go and then it's tough. They miss home. Boy, you telu. Good morning from Turner Lake is Edza Velma. Edza. Yeah, they see South and um cold warning on it. But halt hour. Happy holidays, Amelia. Emilia is your crouch. Kudre World Juniors, but Dialia Idlanuthan. Man, it kind of COVID jet. But Dialia, they say it might be a later date. I don't know. Just COVID the answer. It's destructive. Very destructive. Everything. What do you? It's like reprogramming our mind on how we do things. Knee crouch, knee crush, knee crush, knee crush, knee crush. Okay. Thanks for the hey Sani there, Bonnie. Loaded John Salhun da. Good afternoon, Polar Bear Capital. Yay! Hey, one day I get to go see. Oh my god. Siri, hey, I'm away on my MacBook. One day I'll get to go Churchill, Manitoba. See some polar bears. But yeah, cancel the World Juniors, and then I found out school is pushed back another week. I didn't see email collector site. Okay, University Honest Tana. Course actually we're in a meeting. But I get an extra week off, but COVID. 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 So doing Zinege, my card it reads. Yeah, so I got a couple things actually, and I'm kind of glad. Another thing too, I guess I had this project in mind. The university Asna Bahalday ITU, and now because of COVID, I gotta wait. Hey, so doing bits of funas leaders on bunny churros, Jewish chills, the last new and so now gotta do it recorded and do just like I have a guess. And maybe I'll be able to show you what the conversations are like. They won't be live. They'll be they will be recorded and see I own the rights to my work. So I'll be able to show you another day. But one of the things, what does the language tell you about the area or the people? A question banan sir. Let's say over time, just like shy. Colette hun ziare a shy, like one. So over time, maybe the influence of colonization, boss, it changes. Do not in it. Could ansne the day altire, ansne the tiere, you know, taberist anazana. Kantiana might say that a couple times, and that's why that question that's one of my questions for Bahalias TC. Be from Navajo Nation, East Side, say easy, and West. They don't do West. Uh, pick up my dictionary. Bonnie's it's insane. Like Bonnie. Dene dictionary. Gladys Herm. Good afternoon, Salam. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Hey, Nantu. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I feel like there is a French influence on the language because we have some French loan words and some Cree loan words too that we use. Shows we interacted with the Cree and the French. What's a Cree word then? But I. Was danse, just like danse. It's actually spelled. It's danse, danse, but we say danse. But that's Cree. Dene ade, lahi bit as just like we'll use Kevin Herb. Kamakan. Oh, I don't know. Isn't it in Okama and Cree? Kevin Herman Bitsy, a year ago, yeah, dance, the snow dance. Huh? I'm not gonna get into what the other yeah means, but you know, bit de like falling down. That's it. Good till and getting a shovel. Yet ask getting there like because it's on the ground. Snow. Yeah. Good till it's snowing. Snow. It's already on the ground. Yeah. West Side Daisy. 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 Oh yeah. Okay. 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 I hear you. I hear you. Thank you for that. We'll go to the dictionary. I need or at least a dictionary. Anybody knows that can hook me up. I know Sinkietlasya from my grandmother. But if I can get it somewhere, That would be cool instead of looking at a screen all day. Header a dictionary tabenary needs on like what is the word? What is the action? Where would it fall under? Kontua. It's like if I were to pick a word and then it would go into, you know, hulla, a phrase. Let me go back here. Oh, I want the actual book copy I was asking. I'll find one. I don't know where I can get one, but Booth on I like books, eh? This guy TV. Wes, Dazi, Saizi, Anai, Ate, Dazi. I guess that's four directions. Ba kuhun yon ita kwaza Dylan the Jerish chosen a boni. Dene Honelton. Den Honelton Denel. Dene Dene Susline. So I nether day baka bezit is a road need I Bahalias tiare. De garat is a diet. De garat is in others. We. Okay, here we go. Kinship. Should we go over the kinship? Or particles, number of times. Let's see here. No, balasius are post positions. Possessive word. Okay. Different Dene apps as well. I got one. The one at CRDNC. Find Dene. It's hard to find anything Dene. It's crazy. It's always Dene, Nahin Dene, don't you see it? Do tone, Dene ho tie distra kolo. Dene yazi yasti. It's cool. See the yazi de hi dene distra. Yazi yahi. De garnet in a bonnie. Okay. Dene chip one English. Personal pronouns. We'll go over personal pronouns. Anybody that's new. And it's a easy one too. It's a lot of apps you want me to go. Can I put it on a MacBook? Who personal pronouns er me, si, si, me, si. You de, nen. Now this is him. Edini. Edene. Edene. Edini. Edini. Nuni. Nuni. Us. Us. Nuni. Nuni. And then plural de. Nuni. Man, it's like the same way, but Sadune. That's weird. I'm not sure I use it on my iPhone. Oh. Yeah, I'll check it out here. Dene. You know, Dene, at Zinnik, I had this meeting, and something I want to acknowledge doing 1 year, that I'm proud of. I'm very proud of Dre Dene Yati podcast, Dre Totine Bahal Allah Snyder podcast project. I looked everywhere, Henny. I looked everywhere, and there is no other language podcast like this one. There are Kusire Dene Dahi Ayastiola. Maybe in she said maybe in Australia they might have it. A Bayatina Dats or could there nahi podcast tot ina au yasa maybe a nari tu or dene ahu don't usi dene anad deko tot ina ahu. But if anybody knows, I mean, share with me. But to my knowledge, I think Sita don't language basa podcast that dene dahi. I mean, obviously dene Torlun dene dahino does not nage tot in audio, but majority dene you know. See right here, Willis Janvier. That's pretty cool, And then the day goes on again. So, but if anybody tanta on it, even and now to so I don't know. You can go and Google or whatever, but I think you're just gonna find the tot inade but because now he then do technology asne the babayan lel de yenerunila. Maybe some people that technology cannot denisi a year day. I think another day you'll see them come out because don't do, and I hope there's more Dene ones than even Dinet Navajo people. I think at the project it's gonna open doors of Denesa. That this is pretty cool. Then and I said, yeah, like you're trying to do what I've been doing this. So my wheels are growing again, and hopefully my goal now is self-sustaining. I can try to work towards a every data podcast, and maybe be able to travel. So that's the plan. And Dene Yati podcast I right here, first one. Be proud bagadoti. Not just me and Torliu. Torliu answer rest Ozzy. Right on, keep up the good work. Must see. It's pretty cool. Banani there. At Gabi, I'm gonna go over. I'll show you guys here. I'll pull it up. Naga hosni. Hosdi. Naga hosni. Dinela. Hosni. Naga hosdire. Hosdire, I'm proud. Naga hosni. Naga hosni, I'm proud of you. Oh, I'm going to show you guys it. Gabi. Gabi, gonna go over. Yeah, naga hosni. Host did it, you know, too cool. Okay, here we go. Gabi, if you want to join me there. Let's see. Should be good. Edre, is Chipwan Texulye. Zinega, I was trying to read it. Record al yani da dene, and I think it was, you know, their Fang Ku Li. I think they're, what do you call it? Korean, but a professor, or Taiwanese, maybe. I don't know. But, you know, literature on Chipwan, although pitch had been reported to be significant by Father Legoff, you know, Dene Yati, I think recorded Dene Yati. Chipwan, which includes small collection of text, did not indicate pitch. May have been phonetically inaccurate in other ways as well. So, but in the 30s and the 40s, they worked on it, maybe revised it correctly. It's kind of what I got, you know. And then the stories that Dene Adet is in it. I'm just gonna scroll down here. I heard it was time. I don't want to drive you guys crazy because it gets okay. Right here, table of contents. Then let me zoom in. How is that? Okay, we're good. Thank you, PDF files. How Indian children were taught. Dene don't u seku haden tene. You know. Now this will be about fish. Eku shue awale. Yawale. You know, like shue. Shue yawale. It's pretty I think we can all learn their text. Maybe I just might do like a series of it till we get through the whole thing. Number 3, Thai. This will be about how copper was discovered. Oh, wait. Baku. Can't read that. Ta tuye hu hul eiho yoale. Okay, help me out here. Tu hitu hil hil ta, like stile santane hul eiho yoale. I don't know how to say copper. Just like this one, how iron was discovered. Ta tue Datu Tatane Hul I. Hiu. And I don't know, it's obviously Chippewan. That is what I don't know. Maybe a Bonnie de Oliana. The way Ravenhead lived. That's hot or that u henai. Henai. I guess this is really old. This is a PDF Chippewan Texuli. It's from a museum. Apparently, there's lots of other texts that are in Chicago or somewhere that come from northern Saskatchewan that they're trying to bring back. Okay, next one. The story of Scabby. Lurie Behonier. Scabby didn't. Maybe Gina Allier knows as well. She was my former classmate. Now she teaches Dene. Okay. Okay. The story of Old Axe. Ot Albeya Honi. Huh. Don't axe or old axe. So old axe day. Oteli Beyahoni. Oh man, this is gonna be. This one's continued. Kudre, the story of the man eater. Dene Deli Beyahoni. Man eater. The story of one who hibernated with a bear. Seshel Tsein Yahoni. Tsein Yahoni. It's pretty interesting, eh? The adventures of Bolio Ahi Hanold Ori Ho Ahoni. Adventures, eh? Hana Horel. I don't know. The story of the man who became a wolf. Dene Nuni Heneshni Beyahoni. The man who created in gambling. Dene Sonorit Any. The last dog ribs who fled. Oh wow. How I made canoe. How moose fight was tanned. The prophet of yellow knives. Oh, that might be interesting. My beaver hunt. The story of wise men. So, right here, this is the intro. You know, in the summer of 1928, Fang Ku recorded a set of Chippewan texts and grammatical notes dictated by Francois Mandeville at Fort Chippewan. So this is in Fort Chippewan. So I know Fort Chippewan, it's a little different. Those texts and notes have been the basis for his publications on Chippewan. Lee from 1933 to 64, for many years it has been his wish to publish those texts with translations as well as to prepare a dictionary based on the texts and the notes. Unfortunately, because of his work in Sino-Tibetan languages, he has been unable to prepare the text with the exception of one short text. This volume makes available the remaining 18 texts. Chippewan was one of the first of the Athabascan language to be documented. In more recent years, Navajo has come to dominate the Athabascan literature. Undoubtedly because of the size, importance, and accessibility of the Navajo community. In doing this field work, Lee had as his goal the correction of a number of deficiencies in the literature on Chippewan. Although pitch had been reported to be significant by Father Legoff, that must have been Yaltina there, Nisu. So you get the idea. I'm not going to read that whole intro, but it might be a good idea actually. Maybe hold it off and set. What do you guys think? Adlanuthan. This might be something to go over. Maybe a morning thing for till we get through it. Can call it Chippewan text so to make sure part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6. Okay, here's the table of contents. We'll get into one of them, the first one. So Dene Yati is under. It's all in Dene. So it goes over. I'll read this. How Indian children were taught. There. 1. Indians were said not to teach each other, but they themselves did teach one another. So now I'll tell you how they taught each other. Those who were old men and old women taught the children. I'll tell you about that. Maybe I can. Is that better? Is that better? There we go. So that's number 1. And so here's number 1. Dene haunel tenil hubets di kulu dene tod ant u adenel tene hubets hulli se kudat u hadenel tenenel hok I was. Oh man, this is gonna be. Can you see good now? You see ene kui. Tsea kui dali chu dat usa kui honal ten. You see when you go up here, Borinio tizan. Okay, we'll go over this again. So number 1, Indians were said not to teach each other, but they themselves did teach one another. So now I'll tell you how they taught each other. Those who were old men and women taught the children. I'll tell you about that. So now we go over here again. Dene honel tenhile hubets idi bets idi kolu edini dat u al teni hubets hul huli. Just like ekui. That's probably maybe that's a sekui. Dat u honel teni. It says ekui. That's totally different. Nel Iowa was a. I don't know. We're gonna learn though. Even that one is tough. Okay, let's go to. This is something for like an equi. Let's go to Astoria. Dude, sa kuhon el tanegan dila. You see, it says equi, equi. Dahin deneyal, nadah ze, nadah ze, horelya al yit ihal yote ya dahoni. So you got to read the whole thing. Eh? So I think this has got to be like start with from the beginning. There's so I might be in over my head, but I'm gonna try. Because even there it tot inadet is a this one now this is about how trout is cooked. Who is on? Interesting. I'd like to know if anybody need it. Because I know Daryl send me them, and maybe Daryl can join me. But I don't know if he's working. Oh, it could be New Year's Eve, Sarsi. I forgot. Maybe I won't even do it tomorrow, actually. Yeah, it's all good. Now this now when the Eskimos arrived home, they said the women should be killed. Oh wow. Some words are similar to Navajo words. Oh, that's interesting. Can you read Navajo? Um can you read some of this? Like here I'll highlight it. I don't know if I can. Oh, I can't highlight it actually. Oh yeah, I can. Oh, that's weird. There. Val Keys. Are you able to read? I'm gonna have to get someone to join me. I have a little background, but the sounds are similar. Oh yeah. Dene Yati iyi de onda. Now look at this story. Now, when the Eskimos arrived home, they said the woman should be killed. Now, when they bring home a captured person, they make a big feast and dance. Oh, wow. And while they dance, they bring the stranger there. All the Eskimos dance in turn. This is about Eskimos. Whoever dances holds a knife while he dances. He then cuts out a small piece of flesh with the knife from that stranger whom they have brought. Oh, this is the man eater story, eh? Oh, wow. Whom they've brought, he eats it. When he has done that, another takes his place. He also cuts out a small. Oh, wow. I'm going to stop reading that. Go back to this table of contents. I'm just gonna. I might have to plan that out a little better. What do you guys think? My mental health mornings turn into a Chippewa text that is difficult to read. It's doable. Boring, it's difficult. Dene murder mystery. Yeah, man. Just like Myrna and Myrna Montgrant, she's missing. So I talked to her niece, Marina. That's a mystery. She's been missing 42 years. Yeah, I don't either. That's why I'm kind of lost. But you gotta wonder. You gotta think. Then, yeah, I don't need. Yeah, Lee. Dene Lee later. Looks like he worked on putting all this together. Torlunder at least it. Kudlai, it's in Nidlai. He's a linguist, I guess. And I'm sure Fang Ku Li. Let me find him. Let me Google him. Okay, who is he? Oh, he's a Chinese linguist. Chinese linguist, Eleni. So a Chinese linguist is putting our text together. You know, if you think about it. I can read and write in basic Navajo. When you read, I can pick up a few words, and the sounds are from. I'd like to keep listening to you more. Hey, Messi, hit that follow button. Tell all your relatives too. Probably tomorrow. I'll do this. Gabi. Yaze. Oh man, 50 minutes with the. Even if I just read the English part, because could probably read it like that and see what they were doing 100 years ago. You know what I mean? But the translated part, I'm gonna need somebody who is a Dene scholar for sure. Andre 19 parts in, or I can go to one. Okay, the story of Scabby, 144. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. right here. You know, one person said, "Let's go on a warpath without Ravenhead." When Ravenhead is with people, no one kills the enemy beside him. Only after he wounds all the enemy, then we kill them. It is not enjoyable to kill wounded people that way. So let's go to war without his knowledge, he said. So they didn't tell Ravenhead. Then they spread the news to all people who were staying there. They all started preparing separately for war. They passed the word to each other. They said, "We'll all start together on a warpath after gathering." Two. Then they all gathered there where they had said. They made the one person whom they considered to have the strongest medicine the leader of the war party. Thus they started on the warpath. Finally, they came to the land of the dog ribs. Oh wow. But they saw no dog ribs. The leader of the war party made medicine there. He looked ahead. He then saw to where the dog ribs were staying. He told his relatives that while singing with medicine. So the next day they started out in direction where he had said the dog ribs were staying. Like yeah, I can definitely read the English, but this is somebody else's research. But the stories. Now in the evening, the sun had nearly gone down. You know, I can probably my own. Oh, maybe he used Chinese system to write it as well. Could be, you know. I mean, this 1930. He started this 1933. But the thing is, Adrit I honni halazida or this. They're from Chippewas up north. You know, for Chip that area. Just like a dog rib. They must have been in war with the dog ribs. You know, I don't think they use dog ribs anymore. But now in the evening, the sun had nearly gone down. They came there to the lake where the dog ribs were staying. Then they sat down a little way from the dog ribs. They were going to rush them early in the morning. Oh, this is about war. They were going to rush them early in the morning. Then when dawn had come, suddenly one person said, "Let's look carefully." It seemed like there are too many people, he said. And one man climbed a tree. From there he looked at where the dog ribs were camped. There seemed to be too many people. Many fires can be seen, he said. Since it was still not very light, they took turns climbing up. They all looked from there at where the dog ribs were camped. Suddenly someone spoke to them. "How come you are sitting up there?" Ravenhead said, coming out of the woods toward them. "We said we seemed to see fires over there. That's why we are looking from here." "But it doesn't seem to be fires," they said. "I'll look too," he said, stepping out of his snowshoes. He climbed up a big tree. He came to where the fires could be seen. Getting there, he said, "It can't be seen well," and went further up. Ravenhead, "It is already very light. The dog ribs will suddenly see you. Don't climb up far. Don't climb up far," they said. Ravenhead said, "From here it can't be seen well." "I think I'll get a good look," he said, going further up. Then one person took Ravenhead's snowshoe. He cut it up with a knife. He cut up all the webbing. He broke the frame all into small pieces. Then he took the other snowshoe. He did the same thing again. Then he scattered them all over the snow. There's the chip one. Oh. Suddenly the dog ribs rushed at them. Ravenhead started down from the tree. It's all tied up in knots, he said, and they started running away from him. When they had gone way into the middle of the lake, Raven had left the people behind with his snowshoe, making snow fly up behind him. Oh, he's fast. Thus he arrived at the land. People were people were shouting all among the teepees. His relatives did not understand. When they had nearly come to him, he said, "Now the last is sticking up without a leg." He had wounded all the dog ribs. They lay spread out outside. They came to him standing among them. Then he said, "I made them easy for you. Now you kill them," he said. Ravenhead's relatives were not happy with him. So one told him, "Why have you wounded them? You kill them." "We won't kill them," he told him. Ravenhead said, "Yes, if you had been by yourselves, you would not have defended yourselves. The dog ribs would have killed you. So I protected you." "The dog ribs haven't killed you yet," you said. "We'll kill dog ribs without him. And without my knowledge started out on a warpath. Here without me you would have been killed. You are living because I have defended you again. But you say you won't kill the wounded. And yet you said it was impossible for you to kill those who were not wounded," he said. So saying, he immediately started away from the people again toward his home. Now Ravenhead had known well when they had started away from him on the warpath, but he had said nothing to the people. So he stayed there at home. Suddenly he had said, "People have gone on the warpath. They might have been killed. If it is only them, I'll go after them." He said, going after the people. So he had come to his relatives at the time when the Dogra people had said they were going to rush them. It was found out that it is what he did, it is said. Afterwards, his relatives came home, but because they were unhappy, they came without taking any of the property of the dog ribs they had killed. It is said then Ravenhead told them this. "You said you didn't kill people by yourselves. For that you got mad. From here on you will go on the warpath alone. You have said that it is not enjoyable to kill people after I have wounded them for you. So now you can kill dog ribs who are not wounded. Thoroughly enjoy yourselves," he told them. Then his relatives started on the warpath again. Not even one of those who started on the warpath returned. It seems the dog ribs killed them all, it is said. Suddenly Ravenhead said, "They went out on the warpath saying they would kill dog ribs with pleasure. So it seemed they were killing many dog ribs. But it is a long time that they have not come home," he said. "They live because I defended them. I told them that alone they would be clubbed down with like little puppies. That must have been what happened," he said. "Now those people who have gone on the warpath just never came home," it is said. I think that's the end of it. Huh. Pretty interesting. I'm going to stop right there. I want to know more about Ravenhead. But, oh man, it's been an hour. Dog ribs are now dened. And yes, there's a lot to that story about man who turned to wolf. There's a lot of Dene stories everywhere, you know. Pretty interesting, yeah. We'll read one, you know. This might be a bunch alive to get through this, but once I get reading something classy by IST jare, I just and since chure that too, I just want to read. And don't ubeg IST no, I really I enjoy that. You know, then even though then I won't be able to translate or read that because it's a little different. Definitely really different. So we'll go with the table of contents. We'll start with how Indian children were taught, and we'll just go through them. I'll show this again. So probably Gabine, be New Year's Eve. Yeah, we'll start. We'll finish it off the 2020, and then Gabine 2021. T Dene Sultan Deadly Baga Harodi. You know. Maybe. Leonard Adams, Sunkas, and others. Maybe he got booked for a party somewhere. So, how Indian children were taught. Now, this will be about fish Shuegao. Duride that u copper bull ayo. Kudur iron dog bull azi. Kudur that santi that uhin nai. That santi that uhin na the way the raven lived. There's scabby de that scabby de net chen scabby. Not doing sie. But Kaiser. So the old axe the ten. I don't know how you would say old axe. Dene Heldele there, man eater ladder. Dene Heldele. And then there is Tashelot in hibernated. I guess they went to sleep. Adventures of Bulu. The story of the man who became a wolf. The man who cheated in gambling. The last dog. It's probably the one. No, which one did we read? 144. So, the story of Scabby. Is that what we read? Yeah. So before that, they said from 70 from that. That's a long chapter, pretty much. But there's the 19 texts. You wonder where what? You wonder where they'll get. Oh man, it's gonna, I thought Dene Adet is I thought big ISTN, but it's not. Can probably sound it out, but the images do not go in my head. So, Gabine, bonuldia. I sahalon tadet easy for probably about an hour. Dene sets voice saya tiedut I no babak IST naba nezune sahalon tadult ilo. Because it's pretty interesting. I can't see dot dion the lada. In last two duration chill. I don't know. Not that I've not that te completely dot dito I just don't know about it. Don't ihoni. My beaver hunt, the story of a wise man, the prophet of Yellowknives. So we got a lot of reading to do, selohtine, in the table of contents. Ravenhead. So join me, Gabi. Bonuldia. We can do a lot of reading in an hour. So with that, oh man, it's been an hour. you know, Gabi dari Rotzia New Year's Eve. Sizaja be oh wow. I didn't know I could full screen it. Siza Thene Celia, I think Bahala Dagabi. Doing another. I'll probably be a Jalasna. You just talk like I Habani. That's why you just listen. Dene Sidurelt. Enekuya Tirine. No plans, eh? See, I don't know. It's I think last year says Cannibali. I don't know. Doing the Gabi, I think theater popcorn Kurashtel. And maybe a movie Nessia. Ehilale. Se Chene Yati. Ene die Ani. 2022. I was in Moose Jaw last New Year's. Oh, you didn't say hi. Last year, they Bonnie that I had, I think, a New Year's call in. I did one. Maybe I'll do that again. I get me. I don't know. For an hour or if I'm up late, I don't think I knew you. Yeah, nobody did. Now some people know who I am. Because last year at Aboni there was just a few videos, just locally. Could do it in, let's do a Gabine, I'll do a little review, but I'll write down some of the things that I've done, been able to do, and who I've talked to. Some of the things you learn, Dene, and I remember, I don't know if there's any on Dene Navajo people. I said, one of my early videos, I said it would be cool if I could have a Navajo guest one day. And it happened. It just kontu ala nala. It just happened. It's gonna happen. Yeah, here we mere some pics of your trips and journey. Oh. Yeah, nahi, I don't do pictures. Lak broshena hi y'all. Says Canon Behel pictures. Dahint isophone get pictures. What else? Couple times Lalash to couple online sessions. Oh, we did first time to Aboni there. I gotta give him a shout out. Nathan Arias, my good friend here. he helped me get my podcast. I didn't do, podcast streaming influencer. I don't know what to call myself. And then but the hele day I wouldn't have been able to, to get the streaming service. And my streaming service is gonna be up soon, so I don't know. I'm gonna come up with $700, but might be on hold a bit here soon. But we did 2 days of podcasting, just live streaming guests for like 12 hours each day in Battleford. That's something we done. We raised money to $2,500 we raised for indigenous podcasters. And you know because it's cool, then indigenous podcasters. Dene Yati not usig not Daisy Benenu Beyatiu, but ala ni culture that maybe Lusel Kondi. So that was the intent. 2 days at Samba Rezelia. That was in February. And then I got to do bit of hosting relay, Indian relay. And so what about do a podcasting job. I'll share a little bit and then I'll finish her off Celieth, and I gotta get her off the phone. So they're a university pretty much that what I do, they're trying to do. They're trying to create their website who leo like there's gonna be Mitchif and now Denu Soto Nakota maybe then Ilosi. And some of the ideas uh right now COVID, this new Omicron or the whatever. My initial plan was to get 5 elders. So Pachanak, Banich Adresh Chio, Dadin Kaula Laju, and Intelas to it, and Nulsega Clearwater. And then I would make a trip Cosia Scalo and then record them, then edit them, and I'll have my own footage. But now we got to change that plan. Dunde, I'm gonna be talking Navajo. You see, they're gonna one of them is gonna be Julius Park. Lac Brochet is in Fred, and then probably another one Lac Brochet, and then another one I haven't gotten yet. I think I did, but so now it's going to be recorded. I'll be using my streaming service, and that's how we're going to do it now. And hopefully summer day I'll be able to travel and meet people and do it that way. And Julius Hassan al Tanasa, na Edlanet edesine der alt unanonusni. Der camera don't unzia. Der no chala ni basu no hayatiu. I record us bek ilni ha. So that's how we gotta start off. We'll do just proper protocol, and he's taught me that. So yeah, it's work. Doing zinege. I will be Janthi Da for the next few hours, and that's my job. Send in, think of ways. And one of the questions in it, Man, I just can't stop talking. They're one of the questions, that do know no hayatiye. Obviously, Navajo is going to be English, and then maybe compare. The questions are: what does the language tell you about the area and the people? So the Noayatia is specific to an area. Asalt asa. Just like I always there because like Proshena he do I kind of understand a nahin den bahalya iltio. Like Broshets and the accent debitsi. They definitely have an accent. And they probably follow maybe a little older than C. So yeah, Tiedo, you know, just like a Bonico de la Banlai influence and maybe a Nauto, but more colonized than Corsi, Tenens and West Side, Dazi. Uh, and Kataban and El Tire, Ada Dire, Ida de. So I notice a couple of times that Halias Tire, I have to adjust the way I say things so that it comes together. But for the most part, I felt a lac brochet to, but Dinede, I believe, from my research, I guess, and learning, and don't no hayatie Dene, I believe, just from my little, not, I'm not going to put a stamp on it, but at Dene, they follow the old Dene, I believe. And obviously in their own right, because it didn't isolated ontala, so it makes sense. A lot of these things, I'll finish her off. We'll get on this conversation. Being done. I'll mark it down. One of the things is Selhulni, Fred teacher is a kuhonel tene. I didn't get to go to his class. I wanted to go to his class. And at dinner, I want to give him a show. I go to him when I during syllabics because I used a dictionary that Bonnie sent, and then I got another one from. I got another dictionary. I'll send it to you. I think it's the. But I take the dictionary, find the word and the right word, and then I translated the syllabic side, line them up. That's how I learn, and then I show them and that's how I'm learning syllabics. And so in the process, I kind of learned how, even don't it can sound out a word, but then there's extra little sounds in it do. And Freddie, he shared a bit class. Ku that the animals see that new sasu hunti see. La see how but or onala, they all have a purpose. And maybe in chore bege chanio or to hall, whatever, want to no ni Dennis utline deadly the I like broshena de no needs and it nila. When you see Chief Vern Lotelos in but in headdress is a wolf. Marina has shared that with us. But Banoni there could that that ihabet or ahni and listen to this because it's funny. So there he said kuhadan al tene. That the crow raven lent ihabet or ahni. And the kids, they answered, Bank any Danish theory. Now let me know if you guys get that. Kuta tsanat ihabat ora a. And the kids replied, Bank any Danish theory. Bener new? Because that's not a power line and that they mess it up and they kill the power. Other than that, garbage haldele. You know, that's how our language is descriptive, eh? And the kid ain't lying because that's what he see. That you know, that's what they're useful for. So that's pretty interesting. I've read Salholnia, you know, and I really enjoyed talking to Fred. He's a gospel singer, and you know, hopefully I get to see him again one day. And so that's Bank any Danish they knocked the power out. But I was sharing a been done a story that song. You know, that song is knock and then it's la nere that I kui neol since because every time ni that aganada fly that anichoga na healthy because busy wings it's not as wide. So neoltins and lant the roots erst adwan. During is last ers, yeah. You're that ani chok as a nere that nenant una hiltiani to be your own self. Nen in between it, you know, so sometimes you see tenisa bet tenisa that anicho and then that song you can see that sometimes high just and then that's that in between from you know they say the messenger that's what they say so the creator they gave us all a purpose don't you Nick and no lie that song has got a purpose and even though you want to be somebody creator made you your own way to be who you are not to be someone else and try to be you know Salim Bal Hosni just like the raven bank anidaniltide sometimes bank anidaniltide but sometimes they're that little bit of you know the messenger for us from Ja Nihutsi Edaiwe, you know, and that's why sometimes you see him flying, trying to be an eagle, way up high, eh? But he can't go that high because his wings are too small. So dent i tuluk e in galzi herut zau aderut Johnsona, you know, herut zile erun lila. Do any then they do nag died at ani choel in dao no hodeneshli. That's what they say. That do no hoti quit idainle. You know our ancestors. I always say you know must see this yeah because I got no grandparents left. I only got my mom. But be yourself. Don't do Nick and horelya, we all have our own gifts. And somehow I found mine after going to university doing Zinike. I get to speak. I get a little bit shy. I overcome it, you know. That song, I forget where I got it from. Yes, somehow it came to me long time ago. There's a few Raven stories, you know. So I will leave you with that. Some of these words you're saying would be awesome on t-shirts. Hey, text me them. What do you mean? Text me them. Text me because I don't remember some of the things I say. I don't plan this idea. It just comes, eh? But I will leave you guys with that. Doon zinage te nabaral yaule and join me again tomorrow. We're gonna read more of that. Chippewan text, Dene text. You know, it's been 1930, almost 100 years. So it was recorded before that. It could be 150 years. I don't know. Whenever they battled with the dog ribs, the Chippewan up north in the Fort Chippewan area. Could do Fort Chippewan. That's a day. There's only about 20, 26 maybe speakers. Then, and nese da tot inedunarita. Anadi only on. But must see cho selohtine. It's been a good hour and a half. Takole saldut and I notice in and out then, and I really appreciate that. I sa huntadelt easy, you know, because it's because of you this continues. So masi chono baral leo. I will see you all tonight with Jim Lemeg, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I look forward to seeing you all again. Masicho, have a good day. See Willis Janvier Hushe in Telas Tours in Laloche, Saskatchewan. Clearwater River Dene Nation band member is and doing Ziniga Treaty 4 territories in Alhun Tatidala. Masicho.